Hello and welcome to this video where I give a review of the DJI Action 2. What I've done is I've made a video here. We're going to watch it. It tests out all the capabilities of the DJI Action 2 and then I'm going to comment on what I think. Let's get started. Hello, today I'm in Milton Keynes to make a short video on the DJI Action 2. And at the end of the video I'm going to give you my thoughts on the DJI Action 2. Because I've got the power combo, I've only got the one microphone. The screen combo, you get more microphones on the other module. So the first part I recorded just using this, the onboard microphone, and the second part I put this together and I used a USB-C microphone, and I'm actually using the same microphone now to record this as I did here. I just ran it through a USB-C adapter. So the microphone on its own is almost as good as an external microphone. It's slightly clearer with an external microphone, but certainly this is pretty good on its own. I just held this and I recorded initially in 4K 120 and I slowed it down to conform to a 25 frame per second timeline. So that gave me approximately 5 times slower. This bit here, you can see it looks a little bit different. That's because I've gone 8 times slower and then slowed it down again to conform to a 25 frames per second timeline, but that's at 1080. So at 1080 we can go all the way up to 8 times slow motion, but to be honest, I'm just going to use 4K 120. That seems the best option for me. Here I'm shooting this person on the bike at 4K 120 and I've been able to slow them down and speed them up in post. Now here I did a hyperlapse. I attached this magnetic bit here like so. That's quite a firm hold. And then I put this under my shirt and then I attached them like that. And I had this hanging around my neck like so. And you can see it wobbles a bit. So even though I had horizon balancing on, it wobbles. So here is my second hyperlapse. And all I've done is I've held it like this and walked along, and I've done the best I can to keep it stable and it looks okay. And then again, I've done some raises and some lowers with the grav grip. And I think because it's outside, it looks really good. So in video mode, I was shooting at 4K and you can have no stabilization. You can have steady shot, rock steady, or horizon balancing, which has rock steady as well, and it crops in more, but then it means you can move things around or you can get jitters and it doesn't change how it looks in the frame, which I think is really good. Here I'm lowering it up and down using a grav grip, and it's really good because it just looks fantastic. I'm really impressed with the quality here. Now one thing, I tried to do some whips. So I tried to whip it like that to do a transition, and actually with the horizon balancing it doesn't work that well just to whip it quickly, because horizon balancing does a lot of correction there. So I've had to sort of fiddle with that in this section. And here with the hotel, I'm just walking along holding it. You can see some minor jitters. Now here I'm inside and everything on this is on auto setting. So I've got the exposure on auto, white balance on auto, and I'm just using desyn like color, but everything else is auto. So we're using quite high ISO inside, and here I'm shooting through glass, and I don't think the image is brilliant when we're shooting in low light. This really is a camera that needs to be outside. Now here I've set it on time lapse and I put it down, and I've got quite a good time lapse. I'm pretty happy with that. Now you can't do a tour of Milton Keynes without looking at the concrete cows. All the footage I took was handheld, and I just had it mounted on a grav grip, and I just used a selfie stick. So we need to talk about overheating. Now this bit acts as a heat sink, and again you can see I know how to attach it, and it draws heat into here, but I personally like having it just like this. It's not often I'm going to use an external microphone that you can plug in here. Occasionally I will, but as we've seen, just using it on its own is almost as good as using it with an external microphone. And one thing I like, up here I can see the battery levels of both. So once this starts to run down, power goes from here to there and it charges it up. Both modules have on this case. Now this is DJI's case, and apparently this and the new firmware will stop overheating. Now I've only had overheating once when I accidentally set this to a slow motion, but I thought I was doing a time lapse, so it was on slow motion for about 20 minutes and then it overheated. Well, that's okay, that's not the end of the world for me, and that's not surprising. But other than that, I've not had any overheating issues whatsoever, and I can safely say that it's been absolutely fine and there's been no overheating. So all the footage was recorded in spring in the UK, so not the hottest of weather, but it's certainly not winter either. Let me know what you think of the DJI Action 2. Is this something you would buy? And I've done a really detailed blog post here that you can see as well. Thank you, goodbye.